Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Today we are going to have a look at which member has already met their future spouse. Now this reading is widely requested. I think I've gotten a request several times a week now on this topic, so I thought I have some spare time today and I should perhaps take it upon myself to finally do this reading for you guys. So we will then have a look, each member separately. We'll do a very simple yes or no answers, okay, and then we will clarify as well, okay. So let's begin, guys, with J-Hope. So let's see, has J-Hope already met his future spouse or long-term partner in case he chooses not to know him? King of Cups in the reverse, that's a no. So let's clarify why King of Cups in the reverse. Usually King of Cups in the reverse is I am emotionally unavailable, and that's probably why. Or it could be that on an emotional level he's maybe unable to, or could be even is not emotionally mature enough to attract this person. See, we've got the Empress in the reverse, and then we have, see, Six of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have the Temperance as well here, which is probably, there's like an element of needing to heal his emotions, at least at this time, okay? And the Empress is codependency. I have to tend to myself. There's something missing in my life. I have no one to nurture, no one to make me feel happy and successful, or anyone to even recognize my efforts and my existence in somebody else's life, okay? No one to nurture me, and also the other way around. And it could be that his headspace right now is fairly bitter, actually, like when it comes to love and his love life, he might not feel overly optimistic in that regard, okay? So let's take a few more. Clarify. King of Cups reverse, Nine of Swords. I also wanted to pop out I feel like he's just very much focused on creativity right now, okay? He does maybe think about, like, I would very much want to come together with someone in divine timing, when I'm ready, when I'm healed, possibly when my heart is open again, okay? And I feel like he would want somebody maybe right now, at least, okay? Because let's not forget, tarot readings are based on current energies. It could be that he would prefer somebody who there's a familiarity about whoever he wants to maybe attract in the future into his life, okay? Either somebody who has a very similar personality to him, somebody who's maybe younger than him, or has like a slightly like that sibling type of energy, somebody who's a bit innocent, right? And also it could be that he might be thinking maybe somebody who's from the same nationality, same country, or has like similar upbringing, okay? Or something along those lines. But yeah, you see, Nine of Wands in the reverse is all about I'm struggling, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm on edge at the moment. I'm exhausted when it comes to my love life, and you know, it's possible that he's gotten hurt here, and that's why he's just not wanting to even think about, you know, his future spouse and so forth. I feel like he might be open to start something new overall, but as far as future spouse goes, I'm not seeing any sign of her here. Yeah. So this is all I've got, guys, for J-Hope, and let's move on now to Jin. So let's move on now to Jin. I've already shuffled the deck, so let's have a look. Has Jin already met his future spouse, please, Spirit? Or his long-term partner? In case he chooses not to marry, please. 10 of Cups. Oh my word. I'm getting a yes. Very obviously a yes. It's very possible that, yeah, he has met somebody who he considers to be his future spouse. And because we are asking about whether or not he's met this person, and 10 of Cups, oh my goodness, that's amazing. This is a very happy relationship, or somebody who brings fulfillment and happiness, and almost feels like a dream come true type of person to him, right? But let's clarify. 10 of Cups, please, for Jin. Why is it here? The Hanged Man, okay. This is more about like pausing and surrendering and seeing something from a different perspective. This is usually an alignment of some sort, or having to let go of control, just surrendering, right? This is usually very passive type of energy as well. This is so interesting. Okay, the Chariot. It's all about taking action though, so it could be that after a period of time where things just weren't going anywhere, where there was no love, or it's possible that he's just met this person who could be a family friend or something like that, or his family knows, but it's possible that there's no love here at the moment. It's possible that also the Chariot, you know, is movement. He's maybe traveling. Obviously, he is because of his tour. So when I'm filming this reading, he's still on tour, I believe. So that could be also one of the reasons. Maybe there's just things have kind of maybe either flipped. Okay, let's say if there is romantic feelings here already, things are maybe just not going very smoothly at the moment because there's a lot of movement and traveling and so forth. But this person, yeah, see, Justice is in the reverse. Something feels unfair and out of balance. Let's see what else. And then we've got King of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So at the moment, I feel like he might be actually thinking that I have no long-term prospects with this person. There is no long-term, you know, I have no long-term vision with this person because things feel really unfair or somehow unbalanced, or, yeah. I mean, there could be also a level of guilt that he's feeling when it comes to this person, but obviously he does not know that he's met his future spouse already. Yeah, and right now they're just not getting along. When we're thinking back to Jin's daily readings, this type of energy has been coming through, that he's very interested in someone, a specific person who has quite an open-minded type of perception of relationships, or, you know, with whom he doesn't have like a lot of pressure. But then again, right now seems to be like there's a lot of pressure in terms of like I really want to be with you, but there's some sort of misunderstanding or misalignment here where something needs to be changed. He needs to maybe view relationships from a completely different angle. Okay, so it could be that maybe the person he's dealing with isn't very traditional, for example, or isn't looking at the moment at least to establish a long-term relationship with him. There's definitely some sort of conflict here at the moment, or just they've gotten, maybe it's something to do about like differences in values and so forth, but something is not working. He might be thinking about like, how do I change that? I want to take action, but I've got no love from this person. Yeah, unfortunately, but this person is his future spouse, which is so weird. So you've got Page of Cups in the reverse as well. So this is all about, when you put him upright, it's puppy love, it's I'm crushing on someone, my head's up in the clouds. And overall, this is a very sensitive type of imaginative energy. But now, because it's in the reverse, this is all about I've got clarity now, okay, how immature I was before when it comes to my perception and my views on relationships, and also maybe because Paige is only a little something offering, right? I can't give too much to this connection because I'm traveling a lot and everything just feels really out of balance, most likely due to his work, okay? And it's obviously causing a challenge to this long-term goal that he might have when it comes to this person. But yeah, I'm getting a very strong yes that Jin has met his future spouse, which is very surprising. I did not expect to get this answer, but this is all I've got for Jin, guys. So let's move on now to V. So let's see about V. Has V met his future spouse yet, Spirit? Or his long-term partner? Because he chooses not to marry. Oh, yes. Ace of Wands. Wow. It's possible that he is either coming to meet her very, very soon. Usually with the Ace of Wands, this is like a new potential of some sort. So it's either a yes or there's a potential here with someone. Overall, I'm getting a yes. Yeah. Ace of Wands is just very inspiring, very passionate, and a new opportunity of some sort. At least at the moment, this is an opportunity I'm getting that whoever he could be dealing with or has met already, there's a possibility that she will become his future spouse. Yeah. Wow, that's very, very surprising. I did not think that, but let's see. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands and let's see. Okay. Averting disaster. So it could be that he's maybe broken up with this person, or there has been some sort of transformation or a very close call, I guess, to break up, and things completely fallen apart. But he's had to take action here on someone. See, Four of Swords is I've had time to think about something, and I've had time to ruminate about some sort of upheaval and chaos, and I've decided that I want to avert disaster. I want to avert this breakup from taking place, or things completely crumbling down between him and someone. And I've decided to take action and pursue my passion, right? And go after someone. Yeah, and offer my love to someone. Reconnect probably with someone, or message someone, okay? Whoever this could be, he's very curious about this person at the moment, at least. But because Four of Swords is here overall, also could mean that there's maybe not so much like action in that regard. Like maybe they're not in like a full-blown conversation, they're not in a relationship with each other, but the possibility is here, okay? Let's see. There is curiosity about this person already, or somebody has reached out to say hello, how's it going, and I feel that is him, if I'm honest. So we've got yeah, Queen of Wands coming out again and again. I mean, this could be a completely different Queen of Wands. I'm not seeing any cards that are showing like past energy, so it could be someone new because of the Page of Cups. So it is somebody who's fairly new, but with whom things have just started off on the wrong foot or something. Something is very burdensome when it comes to this person at the moment, okay? So he has met his future spouse, at this time, but things are very shaky with this person. I mean, Queen of Wands at the end of the day could also be someone who's a creative, somebody who is obviously very glamorous, beautiful, might have very strong fire in her chart, okay, and she is maybe concentrating on her confidence and independence right now. Could be her career or something like that as well. I mean, 10 of Wands is all about responsibilities and duties, and it's possible that both of them are very passionate at work right now with their careers and so forth, but conversations have been here. For sure there have been. And it could be that someone is quite sensitive in this connection as well, or something has caused like slightly sensitive energies here, and I'm feeling that is more like tense rather than sensitive in a good way. So it could be that whatever has caused this near tower moment here, that I feel the tower moment has been here, but it's possible to revive it again, okay? And that's what I mean. It's like we kind of need to calm down first before we kind of come together or something, possibly when it comes to their careers and also when it comes to their feelings towards each other, okay? Because something feels like a baggage here right now. Right, and also tens are a completion. So whatever this difficult transformation here is between him and this person, could be obviously both going through different transformations in their own respective lives, their careers and so forth. When this ends, then I feel there's a possibility that he will come together with this person. Let's take one more. Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like I feel like both can't stop thinking about each other. It's only started. I feel like this is a newish person where there's a lot of passion, but there could be also doubts about whether or not this connection has what it takes to make me happy and V happy, and will it just crash and burn, right? But passion is very much here. The questions could be about whether love is genuine. Do we really love each other? Can we establish love between each other? And can we maybe come back stronger out of this tower moment here? So some feelings are already here, but it's something's caused like a crossroads type of energy where I can't really take action because I don't really know what to do, but at the same time I can't stop thinking about what has happened and what this person could be doing right in their lives, and if this is kind of like something that we should pursue or not. And we've got King of Swords in the reverse. That's exactly what I'm saying. King of Swords in the reverse is irrational. I don't have the answers. I don't know. It could be that someone's maybe lost emotional control as well in this connection, and that's what caused okay, a Knight of Wands is here. Yeah, somebody was a Peter Pan in this connection, and that's why now somebody is weighing up their options, whether or not I actually need this Peter Pan in my life. Yeah, that's what I mean. It could have been that, again, guys, it could have been V who is still maybe chasing after this person, even though he might not know where is this going, right? I don't know exactly what to do, but the only thing I know what to do is to take action, because if I won't take action, this person is just going to move on, right? And I can't stop thinking about this person. But also there could be the reason why someone is slightly kind of passive here, just focusing on herself, okay, and living her best life basically, right? Somebody who's very much focused on her career, most likely her future and so forth. But he's here with this King of Swords in energy, and it's in the reverse as well. Not to mention the Page of Cups is all about emotions, and the King of Swords is somebody who cannot keep cool, calm and collected, because this person is just raising all sorts of emotions, and I kind of feel that I need to take action and kind of remind this person that I'm still in the background. So essentially the Queen of Wands is his future spouse, whoever this is, but it's a newer person, okay? This is not a past person, the Queen of Wands who has been popping out like ages ago. I think this is somebody who is fairly new. right? I'm not getting that there's a full-blown relationship here with this person yet, but somebody's doing the chasing. Definitely, yeah. But anyways, guys, this is all I've got for V. So let's move on now to Jimin. So let's see what's happening with Jimin. Has he met his future spouse already, or his long-term partner? Wow, that was quick. And that's a no. um so Six of Swords in the reverse. I think he's more focused on his personal transformation in his life, and it could be that he's also resisting some sort of change. He could have unfinished business with somebody right now, that maybe he needs to learn certain lessons from through this interaction, through this experience that he might have here with someone. And yeah, but let's clarify why is Six of Swords here. There's a lot of defensive type of energy. It could be very still. This is quite a stubborn energy, so a very protective type of energy as well. So let's see. Lovers in the reverse, right? Okay, because he is maybe focusing on his breakup here with someone who he cannot let go of yet. He wants to return to this person, and he's still standing strong, or at least maybe at this time is kind of starting to maybe change his mind slowly, or something, that maybe I need to kind of let this person go because there's disharmony here, but I'm still very fixated on person. Perhaps I still have a chance to do something here, return to this person, or kind of make things work still. But this lack of fulfillment and satisfaction is definitely not particularly successful in coming together with this person, or is just leaving this breakup behind, or kind of accepting it even. Let's see what else. Yeah, see, there's a lot of tension, conflict maybe, and I feel like this is him maybe, because we're looking at Seven of Wands here challenged as well right above it. It could be his internal conflict with himself. Should I let this person go? Should I not? Should I try and return to this person? This could literally be traveling towards this person to fix things or something. But I feel like things will only end up in an argument or something like that. And someone is certainly very defensive here. The person he could be dealing with might not want to fix things. Let's see. Cool. Ace of Cups is here, but he loves this person. He's in love with this person. His thinking is probably, well, I love them, so how can I let them go? It's certainly a soulmate connection here that's meant to teach him certain lessons about partnerships, equal give and take, harmony. Probably because we're looking at lovers specifically, this can have something to do with intimacy as well. And how do you connect with someone physically, and the body, soul, and everything connection, right? And not just some people separate the two, but I feel like here the lesson is probably how you combine them all into one spiritual experience, right? So he's learning those lessons here right now, that perhaps there's no compatibility, learning that what compatibility really is like, right? And it probably needs to be on all levels actually here. But there's somebody's just not satisfied, I suppose, with something. I mean, on his part, the love is here, genuine feelings are here, but it could be that it's like returning to this person. I kind of know that it's probably the wrong choice to make here, or somebody has made a wrong choice in his perspective by trying to maybe break away from this connection with him. So he's still very much holding on here to someone. He's still giving to someone, right, in hopes that it will get equal give and take from someone. I feel like support and like a friendliness is very much here still with this person, but satisfaction is not. I'm not feeling fulfilled with the fact that we've broken up, or there's difficulties between us, right? but also at the same time there's lack of fulfillment when it comes to being with this person. So he needs to learn how to let go and kind of accept and move on, but at the moment at least he's struggling with that, unfortunately. So that's definitely a no for Jimin. See, 10 of Pentacles is in the reverse as well, and the need to recover from some sort of heartbreak, a letdown, or a disappointment. Okay, so there's definitely no legacy with his current person, or with whom there's like a fresh breakup, I would say, that's going on in the background. Okay, so this is all I've got for Jimin, so let's move on now to RM. So let's see, has RM already met his future spouse, please? So that's a no. Okay, I feel like he's just don't have any time to socialize or date or go on dates or just date someone or pay attention to someone apart from himself. Okay, he's probably feeling alone and lonely at the same time. Okay, and yeah, that's a no, but let's clarify, please. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, Queen of Cups in the reverse is usually somebody who needs to take care of herself, tend to herself. This is also inner healing. Okay. Oh, okay. He certainly does want to have or wants to meet his soulmate. Okay, but it could be that he's feeling maybe insecure in some regard. Let me see, what else, please? Yeah, I feel like he's just wanting to work on himself at the moment, especially when it comes to emotional maturity, sensitivity, and mental health. Maybe I'm getting here as well, so that one day when he does meet his future spouse, his soulmate, I'm getting a very strong like soulmate energy, that I want to meet my soulmate, somebody who understands me and somebody who just is meant for me, right? But right now it's challenged because I just don't have the time. I can only kind of take care of myself. I'm not interested in, like, my heart is not open at the moment, because what's the point if I don't have the time for it, right? Although I think he is very like a socializing type of person. He does have a lot of people around him though, and he might even have like some one night stands here or there or some crushes and stuff. But when it comes to his future spouse specifically, I think that he really wants to take care of himself first and foremost, so that, as I said, one day when he meets this person, he will be perfect, right? Or if not perfect, then at least he's done the work on himself, so that he wouldn't be like somebody who's a burden, somebody who's, it could be that he's right now even thinking like, I don't feel like my partying days are over, or something like that. He's obviously wanting the forever together as well, but then logically thinking, he's like, I'm still young, I have still quite a rich social life as well, which I want to keep it this way for a while. And to some extent, he might be feeling like, I don't know if I can have somebody who's depending on me also. Like, maybe he just wants to do some work on his physique or something like that. Yeah, so overall, I feel like he just, as I said, wants to work on himself, and getting that mostly maybe when it comes to his image, his body image, the way he sees himself, how confident he feels within himself, and also, doing some work on himself as well, so that he would not be a burden to his future wife in the future. But let's see. Yeah, I think it is something to do with his mental health as well. And I feel like maybe in the past he has been quite fixated on, I want someone, I need someone, okay, because Queen of Cups in the reverse is usually quite a codependent type of energy. And it's possible that he's even feeling like when it comes to love, I've always felt like a victim, that someone's taken advantage of me and I'm always the one who ends up hurt. So far, or like at the moment, I'm quite okay with just having lovers, for example. That's what I mean. Maybe just one night stands and just some girlfriends and stuff. But when it comes to the future spouse, he most likely feels like I haven't really done the work on myself yet, or something like that. That there are certain things that I need to work on. And it could be, as I said, like his body image or the way he sees himself, okay, and also when it comes to his mental health, so that the future wife would not leave him. That's, yeah, see, the Empress is here as well. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can't make this up, you guys. I feel like he's just not wanting to stress over it as well. He wants to focus on his career, on his path, on his creativity, and it certainly wants to come together with someone. But as I said, when I'm not this Queen of Cups who's needy, who's codependent, who's I need someone, I want someone, but mentally I'm not ready for it. Emotionally, I'm not maybe mature enough, and I know that I can't give an Empress the life that she truly deserves. So I'm going to work on it. So it's possible, because we're looking at Three of Cups here. He could be also working on his lifestyle in terms of, like, right now I have so many, I don't know, public appearances and events and a lot of socializing to do. But I also want to maybe work on my lifestyle that would be fit for an Empress, where I can spend time with her, where I can pay attention to her so that she does not feel or end up feeling lonely. Like, I want to be that equal partner who can give to this connection equally. But right now things are out of balance. I cannot give to anyone but myself, to be fair, which I feel sad about, obviously, because deep down my heart feels like I can't wait to meet my soulmate, but only when the time is right, okay? So yeah, Three of Pentacles here as well. So this is all about, I'm maybe busy working with people around me, or I'm meeting a lot of people, and when everything kind of falls into place as well, and I can actually make a relationship work with my future spouse, then I might open myself up to. Queen of Cups in the reverse, as I said, my heart is not open. My heart is still maybe a bit in pain or suffering, or I'm feeling like a victim, as I said, okay? But once all this is over, once I've done the work that I need to do, when I have more time and space for an Empress in my life, then my heart will be open. So that is the reason why he has not met his future spouse, okay? So guys, this is all I've got for RM. So let's move on now to Jungkook. So guys, let's have a look if Jungkook has met his future spouse or his long-term partner, in case he chooses not to marry. So let's see. Nine of Cups. Right, no, I would say that's a no, because Nine of Cups is very single-minded, tunnel vision type of energy. This is me focusing on achievements, my work, my goals, and my success in life. I'm not interested in meeting maybe my future spouse at the moment, okay? All I want is to have pleasure in life at the moment. So this is not particularly like a committed type of energy as far as love relationships goes. This is more self-centered energy, okay? So let's clarify, please, for Jungkook. Nine of Cups. He's quite satisfied with his life at the moment. He's probably feeling quite stable as well financially, and like overall, I feel like he's also incredibly grateful for everything he's got at the moment. See, got the High Priestess, which is all about I'm withdrawn, like I'm holding my energy back, and he could be thinking that I'm in this type of field where there's a lot of competition, okay, and rivalry and so forth, and I'm really just, my life is tense at the moment. Basically, that's why I have been holding back from maybe putting down roots, for example, or even looking for that future spouse. He's, as I said, he's only interested in pleasure right now in terms of like maybe some dating and some fun and stuff, but it's possible also that he could be dealing with some heartbreak and disappointment at the moment when it comes to the matters of the heart and his love life and everything. Okay, it could be that because of some heartbreak that's occurred in his life, he could just be, you know, maybe wanting to focus on himself, okay, and on his achievements, and just finding a place in his own life where he feels satisfied with everything, okay, where he feels like I've done everything I've wanted to do in my life, and I have achieved everything that I wanted to achieve in my life, and only maybe then I'm open to that. This is what I'm getting. I feel like his intuition is saying that the time is not right at the moment anyway. What else, please, for this night? Yeah, see, we've got the world in a challenged position. Something's not wrapped up for me. It could be that maybe when it comes to this heartbreak here, he's not maybe overcome it so much, okay. The Hermit also could be because we're looking at 5 of Wands right above it, and the Hermit in the reverse usually is the type of isolation when I'm forced to be isolated. I don't necessarily want to be, but I'm forced to be isolated, and I do feel lonely being all by myself with all this wealth behind me and all the wealth that I have in my life. But it's possible that he might be thinking that if I will kind of end up being with someone, like marrying someone and so forth, okay, that's just not going to be good in terms of like when it comes to his achievements, his success overall. Again, looking at this 9 of Cups over here, and could be also his maybe public image, his fans definitely as well. And you know, as much as this makes me lonely, it makes me feel heartbroken, and I do suffer because of that, because, you know, I want to feel satisfied, obviously, in my life, and to some degree, I am satisfied and grateful with everything. But let's not forget, there's 9 of Cups here, not 10 of Cups. So 1 cup is still missing, and that cup that still is missing is causing him to feel lonely, isolated, heartbroken, and, you know, the only thing I can really concentrate on the most is, you know, all my achievements and success, and my intuition is saying that, as I said, right now is not the time to kind of start looking for my future spouse anyway. Let's take one more for this 9 of Cups. Yeah, but things might turn around for him. I think that this is more like his own intention as well, to turn things around for himself and his life and lifestyle and everything as well. You know, and also when it comes to his feelings of loneliness, because we're looking at the High Priestess, this is all about inner knowing and divine feminine energy, which is essentially I'm kind of having to fight for myself in terms of, like, I don't know, maybe he's got some sort of trauma as well from the military or something like that he needs to overcome or something. And you know, I feel like when it comes to his love life overall, he might be feeling like I'm a little bit out of touch, to be honest. Like, I kind of need to relearn how to date and how to be open and available, and how this kind of all of this work, really. I still have things to learn and to work on when it comes to myself specifically, especially when it comes to the sadder and more pessimistic and negative things and experiences that he's had to endure in the past that he has not healed from yet. At the moment, he's not healed from them yet, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune is a positive change that is most likely coming through, or he could be working on this positive change, like, I want to change things for myself. But of course, the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing as well. And as I said, I'm not currently feeling that when it comes to his love life or his future spouse, the time is right at the moment to meet her, okay? But when things turn around in terms that where I feel like my life can accommodate a wife and, all these responsibilities as well, when it comes to a long-term committed relationship, then I feel like he will be open then, okay? When he has achieved everything that he's wanted to achieve, when he's had maybe lived his life a bit more as well as a single person, I guess, and when he's done the work on the heartbreak and traumas or anything that he's got going on behind the scenes that no one knows about, or obviously he's not going to speak about it in public as well, okay? Yeah, that's exactly what I've just said. 10 of Wands is I'm going to put these ones down, end of a cycle, end of an era type of thing, and I'm going to start fresh, and then I'm going to be open to my future spouse. But right now it's a very self-centered energy, not like in a negative way. He's just working on himself on so many levels. His career is taking off, okay? And he knows that if I won't stay focused on myself alone, if I have distractions in terms of like a wife and who I want to spend my life with, I'm just not going to achieve what I'm set to achieve, like what I'm fixated on, that I want my life to become, what I want to achieve within my lifetime, and so forth. And somebody else will come and take my spot in the limelight then, or somebody else will come and snatch up all my opportunities if I'm not staying fixated and focused on the here and now, and not like external people or relationships overall, okay? So that's a no for John Cook. So last but not least, we've got now Sugar. So let's have a look at what's happening with him. So let's see what's happening with Sugar and whether or not he has met his future spouse or his long-term partner, in case. Oh, okay. The love is in the reverse. No, I'm not getting that. Okay, so it could be that he's actually on the verge of breaking up right now with someone, or something is just very imbalanced here with someone. He could be actually suffering because of his love life at this time as well, or somehow his love life is causing an imbalance in his life, okay? So let's see, clarify the love is in the reverse. Right, he's very determined to do something here. This is head over heart type of thinking. He's very disciplined about something, okay? Yeah, this is a breakup of some sort, or going separate ways with someone. A lot of conflicts here, and he's really just so unfocused in terms of like his love life is not the most important thing in his life at the moment. He is just like, it's actually making my life chaotic at the moment, right? And I'm just feeling very, very restless, and as far as my love life goes, I have no direction right now. I'm just not sure if I ever want to get married type of energy, to be honest. But let's see what else wants to come through, because it's almost like love life and relationships and commitment always throw my life into chaos, and all I want is things to be stable and calm and harmonious, and it just feels like it's an impossible thing to achieve. So Page of Cups, challenged, yeah. I feel like, first of all, Page of Cups is a creative opportunity that he's most likely wanting to stay disciplined about, okay? And something has most likely started in his life that has now caused a disruption in his romantic love life, okay? Or is the reason why there's chaos in his life and when it comes to his relationship with someone here. But whoever he's connecting here with, okay, is not his future spouse though. It's not. And he's very much in his head about like whether we should stay together, we should maybe move on from each other, separate, okay, because this is just like a distraction for me right now when there are so many things that I seriously need to focus on and stay focused on, and I cannot let this mess affect my life at the moment. He's very disciplined, very goal oriented at the moment, okay. And at the same time he might be thinking, but or maybe it's like better if we start all over again. But again, with the Lovers being in the reverse, this is also a bad choice of some sort that does not work in my favor. But let's see, he could be also perceiving that someone is making the wrong choice here. Yeah, Four of Wands in a challenged position. I don't know what to do, whether we should come together, try again, should I reach out to someone and declare my love to this person, or we should just move on from each other. But overall, I am just angry, frustrated, so unfocused, and my love life is in chaos. It's in despair right now. That is also, of course, affecting my professional life and also how I feel about myself, and it's kind of made my life directionless a little bit. Something that felt really stable has become unstable and disharmonious from all of a sudden. I'm getting that there's just a lot of extremes almost. It could be extreme anger, could be extreme I'm not seeing jealousy as such, but it certainly could be that there is somebody quite unpredictable here, or somebody's done or said something unpredictably within this connection that's caused a lot of chaos and upheaval. But he's still, you know, in his head about everything about this connection. It also could be, you know, when it comes to his love life overall. As I said, it's almost like I don't really know if I ever want to get married, because my life is just chaotic. And also, if I were to have a relationship that is serious like that, will I be able to ever emotionally even be open enough to kind of be enough for my partner and my future spouse? Because not to mention, King of Swords is detached, he's cold, he's not a very emotional, and or at least it does not express emotions externally. So he might be thinking that maybe on an emotional level he feels quite imbalanced as well. It's either I'm cold and detached, or I'm just really furious and angry. I can only offer so much to someone at the moment, a little bit of lovey-dovey or something, but I'm just not a very mushy person. So let's see. Yeah, see, there's an activity here. This is a very passive energy. I'm kind of having to take some rest or take some time out from this relationship, have a pause a little bit, not concentrate on relationships and this chaos and this mess with whoever he's dealing with here. And this is retreat overall and spend some time alone. And in fact, as I said, maybe I'm better off as a bachelor for the rest of my life. I'm better off maybe being a loner. I'm getting here alone, and it's much more peaceful this way. I'm not getting that he's actually hating being by himself. I don't think that he's feeling lonely. That's why I'm thinking that I don't know if I ever even want to get married with anyone, at least right now. But as far as his future spouse goes, I'm not seeing that he has met her yet. In fact, he's just more focused on his breakup, or how, you know, having a love life overall or a serious relationship is just like so chaotic. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted and I just need rest from it. And being on my own, being single, is much more peaceful. Yeah, so this is his headspace right now. But of course, let's not forget that all of these energies that have come through here can change. Well, currently, at least, and according to tarot, at least Sugar has not met his future spouse, and when it comes to all of the other members as well. But this is all I've got, guys, for you. Please feel free to let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll leave it here. Thank you so much for your precious time. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. I'm sending you all my love, guys. Please take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Bye.